Hi everyone, my name is Crisonio and I'll be taking a political science paper, and today we'll take on class 11 on your first unit, that is an introduction to political theory. Okay, class 11, first chapter, an introduction to political theory. Okay, before we go to the understanding of political theory, first we'll have a clear meaning on political science. Okay, what is the meaning of political science, or what do you mean by political science? There are different views, okay, having different meaning to political science. The first one is the ancient Greek view. For the Greek, all right, for the Greek, the term political is very broad. Okay, is having a wider meaning. In fact, the term political is derived from the Greek word that is polis. Greek word polis, which means city state. Okay, the word political is derived from the Greek word polis, which means city state. Okay, prominent Greek philosophers like Plato, okay, Plato and Aristotle, they did not clearly differentiate what a society or what a state is all about. All right. For them, city-state means universities, all right, church, state, everything combined, they came under the city-state. In broader sense, we can say that city-state comprises of family, religion, education, state, moral, freedom, everything, all right, under the city-state. So for the Greeks, for them, the meaning of politics or political science means a city-state. Everything together, all activities. In short, we can say all activities of life for them is political. All right? Okay. The second view, that is the ancient Indian view. There are also some evidences which throws light that some Indian writers have wrote on political science. Writers like Brihaspati, right? They throws light on the political rule during the ancient time. Another will be Kautilya. Okay, for the ancient Indian, Kautilya. He wrote an extensive work on political. Okay, for the Indians, they did not use the term political directly. Okay, they used the term like Rajadharman and Dhananiti. Okay, those were the terms they used for political. Here we'll give a special reference to Kautilya. Kautilya, in his famous book Arthashastra. All right, this is his famous book. Okay, in his famous book Arthashastra, he says that politics deals with the acquisition and control of artha. Okay, what is this artha all about? Artha, it's talking about land. Okay, land, fort, that is block, and even treasury. Okay, political means acquisition and control of artha. Artha means land, fort, or treasury. Okay, now in Arthashastra he talks about statecraft. Okay, what is this statecraft? In his statecraft, he talks about kings, okay, their powers, their responsibilities. It talks about war, how wars are fought in battle. It talks about diplomacy, all right, relations with the other kingdom. And it also talks about relief. During the natural calamities, what type of relief were given by the kings and queens. So all these were discussed in the statecraft in Arthashastra. So for the ancient Indian view, the term politics means something to do with state. All right, it's a bit narrow when we compare to the ancient Greek. Okay, the third one is the traditional view. The traditional view, their view on political science is narrow. Okay, it's narrow. We'll give here one personality, that is Jean Bodin. He's a French writer. Okay, it's important. French Bodin. Okay, he's the person who coined the term political science. Okay, he's a lawyer by profession, Jean Bodin. He coined the term political science. Right after he termed this subject as a political science, many viewed political science as a science of art. Okay, science of state, science of an art. Another prominent personality will be Paul Janet. He also comes under the traditional view. For Paul Janet, his view on political science is about state and government. Okay, so for the traditional view, it's narrow. Their focus is on state and government, somewhat similar with the ancient Indian view. All right, now point number 4. Point number 4, modern concept. Under the modern concept, we have 4 subpoints. The first one is the liberal. The liberal and the Marxist. Liberal and the Marxist view. Okay, we'll first start here. Liberal view. Who are the liberals? The liberals are the ones who advocated for democracy, rule of law, rights, freedom. They are called the liberals. Their view on politics will be that state, all right, the role of the state is for the instrument of social welfare. That means the state has, or the existence of the state is for the welfare of the citizen. All right, and the role of politics is to bring order and coherence in the society. All right, liberals, that means state existence for the welfare of the people. That means the role of the state is to supplement the welfare of the citizens, and the role of the politics is to bring order, system in the society. This is the view of the liberals. Then the Marxists. What is their view on political science? The Marxists has again totally different from the liberal point of view. For the Marxists, they say that every form of government, be it democratic, republic, or a parliamentary form of government, the role of the government, okay, for the Marxists, the role of the government is that, or the existence of the state is that it tries to protect, okay, and promote only for the privileged class. That means the existence of the state or the existence of the government is for protecting the privileged classes of the society, and that they compare state. They say that, the Marxist says that state is like a machine. State is like a machine who tries to control the other class, that is the rich and the privileged class, trying to have a control over the weaker sections of the society. So the liberals say that state is there to protect the welfare of the people, but for the Marxists, they say that government is there, and their role is that they only protect and promote the welfare of the privileged class. Point number B, behavioral. Behavioral approach. Okay, the behavioral approach to political science, it happened right after the Second World War. Okay, behavioral revolution took place right after the Second World War. Charles Merriam, he is considered as the godfather of behavioral revolution. Okay, Charles Merriam, this is important. Okay, according to the behavioral approach, their view on political science is that politics should focus on the behavior. Okay, the behavior of the individual or group or organizations, how they behave in a given situation. All right, so their focus is on behavior, not the organs of the government. Organs of the government, we have the legislature, we have the executive, we have the judiciary. Most of the time, we says that politics is the study of the organs of the government, but their view is that we should focus on the behavior of these individuals. Okay, legislature, executive, judiciary, or an individual, how they behave during the elections, or the government, how they behave in a situation like, example, war or under economic situation. Okay, so their view on the behavioral approach will be on politics, will be on the behavior. Now point number C. Point number C, struggle for power. Struggle for power. The struggle for power in politics cannot be denied. Okay, it is a universal phenomenon. The struggle for, or the quest for power, the love for power in politics, it is a universal phenomenon. Okay, what are the sources of power? Source of power. Where is this power coming from? Okay, I'll give you some example. Heredity. One is heredity. The other will be through pools. Okay, the other will be through illegal seizure. Okay, heredity means, example will be king and queen that is present in UK, and pools will be during elections. Okay, when you go or when you fight for election, you win election, you get the power. Illegal seizure, for example, a democratic government being overthrown by a military general, for example, in the Germans. Okay, so these are some of the few sources of power. Okay, once they acquired power, they may use in a good, positive way, or they may use in a negative way, all right, for their own personal gain. So the other meaning of political science is the struggle for power, the quest for power. Number D, the last subpoint on the modern concept, that is authoritative allocations of value. Authoritative allocation of values. Okay, who propounded this is David Easton. Okay, he's the man behind this. David Easton, in his famous book, The Political System, this is his book, The Political System is his book. In this book, he developed a theory. Okay, this theory is known as system analysis or system theory. Okay, in this system theory, he talks about this authoritative allocations of values. values. Okay, here we'll take this values. It talks about the desires. Okay, our desires, maybe our needs, our wants. Okay, and authoritative allocation. Authoritative allocation is talking about how decision, how decision is to be made, or how decision is to be taken. Okay, depending on the needs or desires of the people, which is to be of authoritative in nature. And the decision here, who is to take decision is the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. The role of the decision maker will be these three organs of the government. All right. So from the above view, that is from the Greek, that is from the Indian, as well as the traditional, the modern views, we have a lot different views on the meaning of political science. Okay, so in short, we can say that political science, it means the study of the state and government, all right, state and government, as well as the attitudes, the belief, okay, the behavior of the people in the political system. All this encompasses, or all this forms the meaning of political science. Okay, here important will be this Greek view, the Greek term, that is polis. This is an important, which means city-state. Okay, this is important. And the man behind the behavioral revolution, that is Charles Merriam. These are some of the personalities that you have to keep in mind. All right, so in the next class, we'll talk about the scope of political theory. All right, today we'll stop here. That is the meaning of political science. Thank you.